I just want to ask you, do you know what God can do with a pinch of kindness? I'm about to tell you. I had a lady here that handed me $100, and I thought, wow, that's quite generous. So I took that and I put that in my wallet, but I folded it up and I was like, this is going to be used for something. So I just stuck it in my wallet. And so there's a place I go up in New York and I deliver product to. And I've been there a couple times and I've seen this this guy. He drives a jockey truck which moves trailers in and out. And I just went up to him one morning. I said, hey, how are you doing today? And he was like, oh, man, terrible. I said, what's the problem? He goes, well, I ain't got nothing to eat today. And I thought, wow, that's not good. And he said, yeah, he goes, it's just everything's been going south lately. So he had to go his way for a minute, and I did too. So I was thinking about this. I'm like, well, I could do something for lunch for him. So I motioned for him, and he come on up with his truck, and I walked over to my truck, got my wallet, and I reached in there and grabbed the 20, and I was going to go, and I made 2 steps, and I was like, something said, oh, wait a minute. Come to me. Maybe it was the Lord speaking. I went back, I put that 20 back, and I grabbed that $100 bill. And I took this money and I said, hey, here. Handed it up to him in this truck. And he's like, what's this? I said, this is for you, man. I said, lunch. I said, this will get you through. I said, and listen, when you get back on your feet, I said, pass it on. He's like, oh, man, $100, hey, it means something to some people, and then it means something a little bit more to others. So he was all just, smile ear to ear then. He can get lunch. So that kind of opened the door. And he started sharing with me what's been eating him up. And the reason why he's with no lunch. So he got to telling me that his wife left him. She took the kids. And he's back living with his parents. He's paying child support, alimony. He's paying for the kids, the older child's college fund. And it's like, it was just boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, man, this is incredible. And so he shared all this. And I said, something just don't seem right with just everything coming, back on you. I said, she left. He goes, she left. She got the house. Her boyfriend moved in. And he goes, and I'm back home with Mom. I said, that sounds to me like you might want to take this back to court. So I met up with him maybe 3 weeks, a month later. He was all wound up. He said, man, where have you been? He goes, I've been wanting to talk to you. I said, yeah, what's up? He goes, you know that money you gave me? I said, yeah. He goes, I found a woman in a fuel station, didn't have a nickel, but needed some fuel. He said, so I filled her tank up. I said, well, good. I said, that's great. And he said, but that ain't nothing. He goes, I listened to what you said. He goes, I went home, told my mom, I talked to this trucker, and he told me I need to go back to court with this thing. And she said, well, do you really want to open this can again? You know what happened the first time around? Because everything just went south for him. He said, I think I want to do it. So he he told me, he said, he's the most amazing thing. He said, I got a hold of this lawyer. He goes, oh my gosh. He goes, it's a woman lawyer. He goes, the last one just killed me when I went there. He said, I didn't feel like even going to court. He goes, but I knew I had to. He said, man, what a turnaround that was. He said, the lawyer spoke up for me. He goes, and turned everything upside down. He goes, the judge that laid all this burden on me was a relative to my ex-wife. And he goes, she wound up getting suspended. Now, when does that happen? That always gets shoved under the carpet, you know? She got suspended. He goes, I'm not paying alimony no more. And he goes, get this. He goes, my wife took my name off of the house that I've been paying for, put her boyfriend on. He goes, when the judge heard that, he said, the judge kind of chuckled. He said, well, since his name is no longer on there and he's been paying all this time, now you are going to pay him back. And he went wild. You know, he went wild. And I was like, man, I couldn't help myself, man. I was just cheering for him. He said, no more alimony? He goes, and get this. He goes, I found me my own house. He said, I bought my own house. This guy is jumping up and down. I mean, a pinch of kindness. What can God do with a pinch of kindness? He can just absolutely change someone else's life. Just the time of asking that fellow, hey, how's your day? You know? And that seed that was sowed to me that I turned around and sowed, you know, and he turned around and sowed it again. I mean, how awesome. How awesome. Yep. So, praise God. Praise God.